Rapid Fire Friday. We got a good one for you this week. Should crossbow hunting be considered archery hunting? What do you think over on that side of the tree there, Jared?
Well, I know this is a hot topic, and you see this argued about a lot on social media. I'm kind of either way on it. I don't really have a problem with it, but man, some of these crossbows these days, you get like into the Raven, stuff like that, that's shooting well over 400 feet per second. Man, the line gets a little blurry for me. What about you?
Well, so here's the thing. And I hate that you kind of gave a middle of the road answer because I can't tell you that you're a dumbass and you're wrong. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't really care either way, kind of like Jared. But this pushes me into saying that crossbows are archery. People being elitists anywhere, like every activity that I do, there's a group of elitists that I hate their guts. In fly fishing, one time I was fly fishing on the Elk River, and I was using an egg pattern, and I had some dry fly fisherman tell me how fucking trashy I was. And muskie fishing, I enjoy catching a muskie on a live bluegill from time to time, but there's a whole group of muskie fishermen out there who decided that you're not cool unless you cast lures. So I'm going to say that crossbows, while it might be easier, are absolutely archery. And I think they should be included with every archery season. It's that way in West Virginia, and there really hasn't been a problem with it. More people in the woods, the better for us, and the longer we're going to get to enjoy this thing before the Democrats take it away from us.
This is true. I agree with Grant. I mean, I really don't have a problem with it. I've never personally hunted with a crossbow. I've taken my son Austin out. He's killed a deer with a crossbow. It's a good way to get kids involved. My dad shoots a crossbow because he can't really shoot a compound anymore, so it keeps him in the woods longer, which is a good thing. I'm really okay with it. When you get into like the air bow and stuff like that, I don't really think that's okay myself. But as far as crossbows go, I'm fine with it for the most part. I mean, it's you still have to get usually within 50 yards of a deer. It's actually harder to carry around than a compound.
Yeah.
It's harder to load than a compound. You're not going to get a shot off, your second shot off, I should say, as fast as a compound. And it's just a lot clunkier to carry through the woods.
Is.
So
I hunted for one deer with a compound or with a crossbow one year when they first legalized them, just because I wanted to do it, and I shot about almost 120-inch buck on the first day with it, and it was awesome. It was fun, just as fun as it ever is. The reason I decided I didn't really want to use it was for the reason Jared said. Carrying that thing through the woods was a pain in the ass, and it was cool, but it wasn't any cooler than anything else. And I enjoy shooting a compound out in my yard throughout the day more than I would cocking a crossbow, shooting it, cocking a crossbow, shooting it. It's just a little bit more fun and enjoyable to me to be able to throw arrows out in the yard. But anybody who's hunting with a crossbow, more power to you. It's still got to get in somewhat close to deer. And you still got to have some woodsmanship to do it. So, Rapid Fire Friday, out.